The vastness of the universe begins in stillness. Stretching endless, it stretches beyond human comprehension. Within it, far beyond the grasp of our senses, there exists a pull, silent and inexorable, something too immense to see, yet undeniable in its presence. Here two giants meet, though they will never be observed in their full glory. For black holes do not emit light. Instead, their existence is a shadow felt only in the way they bend the fabric of space-time around them. Their pull is absolute, and as they draw closer, the space between them bends and twists, creating ripples that carry through the cosmos. In their silent dance, the two black holes move closer and closer. The universe is not a place of stillness. It is a place of motion, of galaxies turning stars, being born and dying planets, racing through their orbits. But here in this moment of cosmic convergence, there is no motion but the subtle shift of gravitational forces pulling and stretching, a tension held between two implacable forces. The dance is invisible, but it is an ancient one. Long before human eyes could peer into the sky, these titans have existed in their quiet, relentless pull. For billions of years, these black holes have been drawn toward one another. Through the lens of human history, a span of time beyond our comprehension, unfathomably long, and yet still so brief in the context of the universe, has passed since the first stirrings of this cosmic convergence began. The black holes, each massive and invisible in their own right, have moved across the galaxy, each one slowly but surely pulled toward the other by the invisible threads of gravity. Only now, as their collision looms ever nearer, do we begin to understand their true power. Despite the immense forces at play, there is a strange quiet to the moment. No sound reaches us from these black holes. The universe is so full of energy, of movement, of life, and yet here in the silent tug of gravity, there is a profound stillness, as if the universe itself is holding its breath. The collision that will occur the moment of their merger will release energy unimaginable to human minds. Yet we will not hear it. It will not be felt in the air we breathe or the earth beneath our feet. It will be as if it never happened. And so we must imagine it. The pull of the black holes is so strong that it bends the very fabric of space-time itself, creating waves of distortion that ripple outward, stretching across the cosmos. These ripples, gravitational waves, are so faint, so subtle, that they cannot be detected by our senses. Yet they carry with them the imprint of the black hole's presence, a cosmic fingerprint left in the wake of their collision. This is how we know they exist, not through sight, not through sound, but through the subtle distortion of the universe itself. Even as these waves move outward, they remain silent to us, invisible to our eyes. Only through the use of incredibly sensitive instruments can we hope to detect their passing. The LIGO and Virgo detectors, massive, intricate machines, are tuned to the faintest of signals, listening for the telltale hum of gravitational waves as they pass through the Earth. Yet even with these advanced tools, the waves are so faint that their detection is a triumph of precision of human ingenuity. The universe, in its quiet vastness, holds so much within it, so many mysteries and wonders that remain beyond our reach. But there is beauty in this distance, in the unobservable nature of these cosmic forces. We know they exist. We know they shape the universe, and yet they remain so distant, so out of reach, that we can only wonder at their full power. The black holes, though invisible to us, exert their influence on the stars and galaxies around them. Their gravity warps space itself, pulling at the stars within their reach. And yet, even as they reshape the galaxy, they remain silent, hidden behind a veil of darkness. Only the distant stars caught in their gravitational pull can offer us a glimpse of the power these black holes hold. As the black hole approach one another, they stir the stars around them, tugging at their orbits, pulling them into strange paths. But this is just the beginning. The real dance, the collision, the merger has not yet begun. And so the black holes continue their slow, silent movement, unaware of the changes they will soon bring to the universe. The only sound is the quiet hum of the universe itself, the distant, undetectable vibrations of the cosmic forces at play. The black holes continue to draw closer, and the tension between them mounts. Soon they will merge, creating an explosion of energy that will send waves rippling across the universe. But for now they remain in their silent, slow dance, drawn inexorably toward one another. The mystery of their existence deepens as we come to understand them more. What lies at the core of a black hole? How does time behave within its grasp? We may never know. But in the stillness of this cosmic encounter, we are reminded that there is so much beyond our comprehension, so much that we can only observe, only feel, but never truly grasp. The merger of these two black holes, though distant, will change the universe in ways we cannot yet understand. And yet, even as the ripples from their collision travel across the cosmos, the universe itself remains silent. Time continues its steady march, and we mere observers can only watch as the distant stars, planets, and black holes move through the grand dance of the universe. In the slow, patient motion of the cosmos, the two black holes move closer, their gravitational pull intensifying with each passing moment. The space between them is not empty. It is filled with the stretching and warping of space-time itself, as though the universe is holding its breath, waiting for what is to come. Time in this place behaves differently. The closer the black holes draw, the more their gravity distorts the world around them. The stars nearby feel their pull, their paths bending in response to the invisible hands of these unseen giants. But the stars are nothing compared to what is coming. The true force of the black hole's power lies in their merging a force so great it will alter the very fabric of the universe. Yet for now, the only sound is the quiet hum of gravity, the gentle tug of forces that have been at work for billions of years. As they edge closer, the black hole's orbits begin to tighten. Their mutual pull accelerates, each one being drawn ever nearer to the other. The space between them, once vast, now feels smaller, as though the universe itself is collapsing inward, preparing for the inevitable collision. The stars in the nearby galaxy, which once seemed so distant and untouchable, are now moving in strange elliptical paths, their fates caught in the gravitational influence of the approaching giants. These stars will eventually escape the black hole's pull, but not before their orbits are irrevocably changed. The black holes are not just pulling each other closer, they're reshaping the very galaxy around them, though the change is so subtle it can barely be perceived from a distance. The universe, despite its vastness, seems to shrink in the face of this cosmic encounter. The dance of the black holes, though invisible, is a slow, deliberate one. Each orbit they complete brings them ever closer, and with each turn the strength of their gravitational influence increases. Time seems to stretch and distort as though the very concept of time is no longer reliable in this place. For the stars that orbit close by, time moves differently. What feels like moments to them may span centuries or millennia in the larger scheme of the universe. But the black holes themselves in their final approach are only concerned with one thing: each other, and so their slow, inevitable motion continues undisturbed by the stars that swirl around them. The pull of gravity, once a gentle tug, now becomes a powerful force bending space and time, forcing the black holes closer together. Yet even in their closeness, the black holes remain invisible, their presence only known by the way they bend light and space, by the way they distort the stars' paths and pull at the fabric of the universe. As they spiral inward, the two black holes leave behind a trail of invisible disturbances like ripples in a pond, but so faint that they go unnoticed by most. The light that once travelled freely through this space is now bent redirected by the immense gravitational fields at play. What was once straight, clear, and predictable is now a tangled mess of distorted light and twisted space. And yet there is a strange beauty to this. The universe, despite its chaotic nature, operates on a set of rules that are both elegant and incomprehensible. The black holes in their silent approach are a reminder of just how little we truly understand about the forces that govern our world. They move toward each other with a grace that belies their immense power, their silent presence felt only in the way they bend the universe around them. As the black holes continue their slow dance, their merging becomes inevitable. They will eventually collide their forces, combining into a single, more powerful entity. The energy released in this moment will be unlike anything we have ever witnessed, yet, for all the power, for all the chaos that will follow, it will still be silent. In the grand scale of the universe, these moments of great energy and change are barely perceptible. The vastness of space ensures that the impact is felt only by those who are in the right place at the right time, those who have the means to detect the faintest of vibrations in the fabric of space-time. But for now there is only the quiet, unbroken motion of the black holes. There is no rush, no hurry, only the steady pull of gravity drawing them closer with each passing moment. The universe waits as it always does for what is to come. Time continues to stretch as the black holes spiral inward. Their gravitational fields grow stronger, bending the space around them in more and more extreme ways. The stars that once filled this space, that once seemed like solid points of light, are now mere specks in the background, caught in the swirling vortex of the black hole's pull. The space between the black holes, once vast, is now reduced to nothing more than a thin thread, a sliver of nothingness that will soon be consumed in the merger. The universe in this moment seems to shrink, drawn in by the gravity of the two titans. It is as though time itself is caught in the pull of these black holes, bending and stretching as the inevitable merger approaches. There is no turning back. The dance has gone on for long enough, and now the two forces will collide. There will be a release of energy, a burst of light and sound, yet in the end it will all remain silent. Nothing more than an imperceptible ripple in the fabric of space. The merger, though certain, is still far off. The black holes, despite their growing proximity, are still circling each other, locked in an eternal waltz. The path that they take, though fixed, is drawn out over eons, unfolding in slow motion, with each orbit bringing them closer to their final encounter. In this cosmic dance there is no hurry, no urgency. The black holes are content in their motion, unaware of the monumental event that awaits them. And yet, despite their stillness, there is an undeniable tension in the air, quiet anticipation that builds with each passing moment. The stars, now distant in their orbits, continue to circle the black holes, unaware of the fate that awaits them. They are caught in the web of the black hole's gravity, but their paths are unaffected by the slow, inevitable spiral of the two titans. The universe continues indifferent to the drama unfolding in this remote corner of space, and yet in the stillness there is something profound. The black holes, though silent, are not alone in their motion. They are accompanied by the stars and the galaxies, by the very fabric of space-time, which is pulled and distorted by the forces at play. As these titans of the universe move ever closer to their fateful collision, the space around them grows heavier, more stretched, as though the universe itself is holding its breath. The moment before the collision is one of eerie stillness. The two black holes are locked in their final spiral, their gravitational forces so intense that the very fabric of space-time begins to warp and twist in ways that defy comprehension. The stars that once filled this part of the galaxy have been pulled into strange orbits, their paths altered by the immense gravity of the approaching giants. The universe, though vast, seems to shrink in this moment, as though the black holes are drawing all things space-time matter toward themselves, preparing for an event so powerful that it will leave an indelible mark on the cosmos. In this stillness, time behaves strangely. The closer the black holes draw toward one another, the more their gravity distorts time itself. Time, which flows in one direction at one speed, for all of us becomes a fluid thing. For those in the vicinity of the black holes, time slows down. What is an eternity to us is but an instant to them. And yet this moment, though fleeting in the grand scheme of the universe, is full of significance. In these last moments before the collision, the black holes are not simply pulling at the space around them. They are pulling at the very essence of time, bending it, stretching it, creating ripples that will travel across the universe, carrying the memory of this event far beyond its original source. Gravitational waves, the ripples in space-time caused by the collision, will be released in that brief instant. They travel at the speed of light, moving across the vast distances of the universe, stretching and compressing space as they pass. These waves, though invisible to the human eye, carry with them the imprint of the black hole's collision, the energy released in the merger, the shifting of space-time itself. And yet, despite their immense power, the waves are silent, imperceptible to most of us. They move through the universe undetected by our senses, yet carrying the memory of the event with them. Their presence, though faint, marks the moment of the black hole's final embrace. As the black holes continue their approach, their orbits becoming ever tighter, the space around them begins to distort further. The stars that had once been caught in their gravitational pull are now pulled into the event horizon, the boundary beyond which nothing, not even light, can escape. The black holes, once separate entities, are now becoming one. The energy that has built up over billions of years is finally being released in a burst of power, a sudden moment of clarity in the otherwise quiet, dark universe. The collision itself, though it will release unimaginable amounts of energy, will not be seen by the eyes of the universe. It will be silent, a pulse of energy that travels through space, leaving only faint traces of its passing. The irony of this moment is that the black holes, though they are about to merge into a single entity, remain unseen, invisible to the human eye. We know they exist only through the subtle distortions they cause in the space around them. We hear the faint hum of their gravitational waves, but we cannot see the black holes themselves. It is as though they are hidden in plain sight, existing just beyond the reach of our senses, their true power felt only in the way they shape the universe. The universe in its vastness is full of hidden forces, of things that shape the world around us, but remain unseen, silent, unnoticed. As the black holes draw closer, their event horizon begins to stretch, growing ever larger. The space around them becomes more and more distorted, as though the fabric of the universe itself is being torn and reshaped. The stars that once filled this part of the galaxy are now mere shadows caught in the gravitational pull of these titans. Their light, once bright and steady, is now bent and twisted by the black hole's immense power. And yet, despite the changes that are taking place, the universe continues to move forward, unfazed by the collision that is about to occur. The black holes, though, they will merge and release a tremendous amount of energy, are merely following the laws of physics, obeying the silent rules of the cosmos. For the universe, the merger of these black holes is just another event in the endless march of time. It is a moment that will come and go, a moment that will leave an imprint on the fabric of space-time, but one that will soon fade into the background. The universe is full of such moments, each one shaping the course of its history in ways we may never fully understand. And yet, despite the immense power that will be released in this collision, the universe will continue. The black holes, once separate, will merge into one, their energies combining to create a new, more powerful force. And yet, even as the ripples from this event spread across the cosmos, the universe will remain unchanged. The stars will continue to burn, the galaxies will continue to spin, and time will continue its slow, steady march. In this quiet moment before the collision, there is something profoundly still about the universe. It is as though everything is holding its breath, waiting for what is to come. The black holes are not just objects of immense gravity. They are symbols of the forces that govern the universe, of the ways in which matter and energy interact, shaping the cosmos in ways that are both mysterious and inevitable. And though their merger will be a moment of unimaginable energy, it will also be a moment of profound silence, one that will leave no trace except for the faint ripples that travel across the universe, carrying with them the memory of this moment in time. The dance of the black holes is not just a cosmic event. It is a reminder of the vastness of the universe, of the forces that shape it, and of our place within it. The black holes, though they are distant and invisible, are a part of the same universe that we inhabit, a universe full of mysteries that we can only begin to understand. And as their final merger approaches, we're reminded that there is so much more to the universe than meets the eye, that there are forces at work that are beyond our comprehension, forces that shape the very fabric of existence itself. The moment of collision is inevitable, a quiet release of energy that will ripple through the universe undetectable to most yet profound in its impact. In the instant before the black holes merge, there is a brief serene pause, a moment in which time itself seems to stretch out as though it too is waiting for the merging of these cosmic titans. Their final approach is measured not in seconds or minutes, but in the span of eons as the black holes spiral ever closer, their orbits tightening. Gravity, that unseen force, acts as the silent conductor of this celestial dance. With each revolution, the space around them warps more intensely, bending the very fabric of reality. The stars nearby, once content in their paths, are now caught in the gravitational web, their courses altered, their fate sealed. The black hole's final moments, though filled with unimaginable energy, are unseen. The light, the sounds, the sights of such a cosmic event are beyond human perception. This event, the merger of two massive entities, releases a tremendous amount of energy, yet we're unaware of its exact form. All we know is that this energy travels outward, invisible to the human eye, leaving behind a trail of gravitational waves that carry the echoes of this collision across the cosmos. These waves, like the vibrations of a distant bell, stretch and compress the very fabric of space-time, moving through the universe at the speed of light. Though they carry immense power, they are imperceptible to us, leaving us with only the faintest sense of the event that has just occurred. In the immediate aftermath of the merger, the newly formed black hole is born more massive, more powerful, yet still a mystery. It is an object of immense gravity, its pull affecting the surrounding space, but the details of what happens in its depth remain elusive. What happens to the space-time fabric at the very core of a black hole, particularly after a merger, is still a question that has not been fully answered. The event horizon, the point beyond which nothing can escape, becomes an even more elusive boundary, one that marks the dividing line between the known and the unknown. The new black hole, a product of this merger, will continue to evolve its properties, shaped by the forces that created it. Yet it remains a quiet entity, invisible to most, yet felt in the ways it bends the universe around it. The irony of this event lies in the fact that despite the immense energy released during the merger, this moment of creation is virtually undetectable. The universe, so full of movement and change, is shaped by events that often go unnoticed by our senses. The black holes, in their final moments of collision, release vast amounts of energy that ripple through space-time, but we'll only feel the faintest of echoes. The universe is full of such moments of events that alter the course of its history but remain hidden from view. It is only through instruments of incredible sensitivity such as the LIGO and Virgo detectors that we can even begin to perceive the effects of these distant cosmic collisions. And yet, even with these tools, the full extent of the black hole's interaction remains a mystery. After the merger, the universe continues. The newly formed black hole, with its immense gravitational pull, begins its slow, silent journey through space. It will continue to influence the stars and galaxies around it, bending light and matter, shaping the space through which it moves. But the true nature of this new entity remains unknown. What lies at the heart of a black hole? How does the event horizon behave? How does time behave near such a powerful gravitational field? These questions remain unanswered, as the nature of black holes, particularly after a merger, is still an area of active research. Scientists can only infer so much based on the patterns of gravitational waves they detect, but the exact mechanisms at play remain shrouded in mystery. And so the newly formed black hole continues its existence a silent giant in the vastness of space. Its pull continues to influence the universe, altering the paths of stars and galaxies, but it does so in near silence. The universe is full of unseen forces that shape the very fabric of reality, yet remain imperceptible to us. The black hole in its quiet way serves as a reminder of how little we truly understand about the universe and the forces that govern it. We can observe the effects of its gravity, we can detect the ripples in space-time that its merger has created, but we cannot truly see it. It remains an enigma, a force that shapes the universe without revealing itself to our senses. As time moves forward, the black hole continues to evolve. The eons stretch on, and the universe changes, but the black hole remains. It is an object of unimaginable mass, a singularity at the heart of space, its influence felt across vast distances. Yet despite its power, it remains a quiet, unseen force. The universe continues to move forward, galaxies collide, stars are born and die, and life on Earth carries on unaware of the cosmic dance that is taking place in the distant reaches of space. The black hole, though ever present, remains a mystery, an object of both wonder and uncertainty. It is a reminder that the universe is full of forces that we cannot fully comprehend, forces that shape the very fabric of reality itself. As the years pass and the black hole continues its journey through the cosmos, it will continue to influence the stars and galaxies around it. Its gravity will shape the universe, bending the paths of light and matter, but its true nature will remain hidden, known only through the faintest traces it leaves behind. In the grand scale of the universe, the merger of these black holes is but a fleeting moment, an event that will be remembered only through the ripples it leaves in space-time. Yet it is a moment that will echo through the cosmos, its memory carried on the waves of gravitational energy that continue to travel across the universe. The universe moves on indifferent to the monumental shift that has just occurred. The black hole now formed from the merger continues its journey through the vastness of space. Though it is the product of a cosmic collision of titanic proportions, it remains an unseen entity, its presence known only through its gravitational influence. The stars that once populated this region of space are now mere specks, their paths altered by the immense gravitational field of the new black hole. Time moves forward, its steady rhythm unbroken, yet the universe is irrevocably changed by the collision of these two cosmic giants. The new black hole, though still shrouded in mystery, will shape the galaxy around it in ways we cannot yet fully understand. For those who observe the cosmos, the merger of two black holes marks the end of one chapter in the ongoing story of the universe. Yet it is also the beginning of a new chapter. The newly formed black hole is an entity unlike any other, a force of immense gravity that will continue to bend space-time in its wake. It will pull at the stars and planets nearby, reshaping their orbits, altering the very structure of the galaxy. But this is a quiet, subtle process, one that unfolds over eons in ways that are imperceptible to the human eye. The true nature of the black hole remains hidden, its mysteries locked away behind the event horizon, a boundary beyond which no information can escape. Though the black hole's influence on its surroundings is profound, it remains an isolated force. The merger itself, though powerful, is not an event that creates visible effects. The universe continues unaware of the colossal event that has just taken place in its distant corner. Time, in this sense, becomes both a constant and a mystery. Though it moves forward in a steady, unbroken rhythm, its passage is different when viewed from the perspective of the black hole. For those who are close to such an entity, time slows stretching and bending as the black hole's gravity exerts its influence. But for those of us on Earth, in the comfort of our own existence, time flows, as it always has measured, in seconds, minutes, hours. The irony of the black hole's existence lies in its invisibility. Despite its immense power, it remains hidden from our direct view. It does not emit light, nor does it send out any signal that we can detect. We know it exists only by the way it distorts space and time around it. The energy released in the merger, though vast, is undetectable by our senses. The only traces of the event we can observe are the faint ripples in space-time gravitational waves that travel outward, stretching the very fabric of the universe. These waves, though, carrying with them the memory of the merger, are so faint that they are barely perceptible. It is only through the most sensitive instruments that we are able to detect them, and even then they are mere whispers in the vast silence of space. As the black hole continues its journey through the galaxy, it will continue to alter the paths of the stars and planets around it. The gravity it exerts is immense, and its influence stretches across vast distances. The stars once secure in their orbits now find their paths warped, their destinies shaped by the presence of this new powerful force. Yet despite its power, the black hole remains silent. It does not speak, nor does it make its presence known in any way other than the way it bends the space around it. The universe continues as it always has in its quiet, unyielding march forward. In the grand scale of the cosmos, the merger of two black holes is but a fleeting moment. It is an event that will shape the universe, but only in subtle ways. The new black hole, though powerful, will eventually settle into its place within the galaxy, its influence continuing, but its presence fading into the background. The stars will continue to burn, the planets will continue to orbit, and life on Earth will continue unaware of the quiet forces that shape the universe. The black hole, though an object of immense power, will remain a mystery. What lies at its core? How does time behave within it? These questions may never be answered. The universe, it seems, is full of such mysteries, forces beyond our comprehension, moments that are both profound and imperceptible. Yet in the vastness of space, the merger of the black holes is a reminder of the power of the cosmos. It is a reminder that though we may never fully understand the forces at work in the universe, we are part of a much larger story. The black holes in their silent way shape the universe in ways we cannot fully grasp. And though their existence is hidden from us, we know they are there, pulling at the fabric of space and time, shaping the course of the galaxies. It is a humbling thought how much of the universe operates in ways we cannot see, and how much of it remains a mystery even to the most advanced instruments and the sharpest minds. The black hole, despite its silence, speaks to us in its own way. It tells us of the immense power that exists beyond our understanding of the forces that shape the very fabric of reality itself. And though we may never know all the answers, we can still find wonder in the knowledge that the universe is full of such mysteries. The black hole in all its silent power is a symbol of the vastness of the cosmos, of the forces that are constantly at work shaping the universe, bending space and time in ways we can only begin to imagine. It is a reminder that despite the seeming stillness of the universe, there is always something moving, always something shaping the world around us. And so, as the black hole continues its journey through the galaxy, its influence stretches ever outward, shaping the universe in ways we cannot fully perceive. It is a quiet force, one that moves through the cosmos in its own slow, steady way. And though we may never fully understand its nature, we are reminded that in the grand scheme of the universe, we are but small, fleeting observers, watching as the forces of the cosmos continue their eternal dance. The newly formed black hole continues its journey through the vast expanse of space, its gravitational pull ever stronger, its influence slowly but inexorably bending the very fabric of the universe around it. It is an invisible force unseen by our eyes, yet its effects ripple outward, shaping the galaxy it now inhabits. The stars that once followed their paths in relative peace are now subjected to the immense gravity of this newly merged entity. Their orbits are altered, their trajectories forever changed by the presence of this cosmic giant. It is as though the entire region of space is caught in the wake of this new black hole, with everything around it being pulled into its orbit, drawn inexorably toward its event horizon. The black hole is an entity of great mystery. What lies at its core remains one of the greatest unknowns in modern astrophysics. We know that black holes, by their very nature, are places where gravity is so strong that not even light can escape. But what happens within that darkness? Theories abound, but the true nature of a black hole's interior is still a subject of speculation. Some scientists believe that at the center there exists a singularity, an infinitely dense point where the laws of physics as we know them break down. Others speculate that the matter and energy that fall into a black hole may be reconfigured in ways that we cannot yet understand. Still, the only certainty we have is that the black hole's core remains hidden from us, locked behind the event horizon, a boundary that marks the point of no return. Even as the black hole continues its quiet journey through the galaxy, its presence begins to influence the stars and matter around it in more subtle ways. The stars, once secure in their own orbits, are now pulled ever so slightly from their original paths. Over time, this subtle influence will reshape the entire structure of the galaxy, altering the movements of stars, planets, and other celestial objects. The universe, it seems, is constantly in motion, constantly shifting, with black holes acting as unseen agents of change, quietly shaping the course of cosmic history. Yet despite the profound effect it has on its surroundings, the black hole remains a silent, invisible force, its power felt only through the way it bends the very fabric of space and time. The gravity of the black hole is so strong that it extends far beyond its immediate vicinity. It is not just the stars and planets in the black hole's direct path that are affected, but the entire region of space surrounding it. Its gravitational influence can reach across vast distances, warping space-time itself, creating a cosmic ripple that stretches far beyond the black hole's immediate neighborhood. The stars and galaxies that exist in the gravitational well of the black hole are caught in its grip, their motions altered by the immense force. Some may be drawn closer to the black hole, spiraling ever inward, while others may be cast outward, their orbits flung into new and unpredictable paths. The universe in its vast complexity is being shaped by this unseen force, one that continues to exert its influence over the cosmic landscape. For all its power, however, the black hole remains an enigma. We can measure its effects, observe the way it bends, light track the gravitational waves it generates, but the black hole itself remains elusive. We know so little about its true nature, despite decades of research and observation. How does the black hole shape its surroundings in such subtle and profound ways? How does its immense gravity affect the fabric of space-time itself? These questions remain unanswered as the black hole continues to guard its secrets. It is a reminder of the vast mysteries that still remain in the universe, forces that we are only beginning to understand, yet forces that are essential to the structure of everything we know. One of the great ironies of the black hole is its invisibility. It is a force of immense power capable of shaping the galaxy, bending space-time, and influencing the very fabric of the universe. Yet it remains hidden from view, a silent force that can only be detected by the subtle effects it has on the space around it. We know the black hole exists not because we can see it, but because we can observe the way it affects the stars and galaxies around it. Light bends as it passes near the black hole, stars are pulled from their orbits, and gravitational waves ripple outward, all signs of the black hole's presence. But the black hole itself remains unseen, a shadow in the vast expanse of space, a force that cannot be directly observed. Despite its invisibility, the black hole continues to shape the universe in profound ways. It is not just the stars that are affected by its gravity. Entire galaxies can be influenced by the presence of a black hole at their center. The black hole serves as the gravitational anchor around which the galaxy itself is formed. It is a point of immense gravitational influence, shaping the orbits of stars, the movement of gas clouds, and the evolution of galaxies over cosmic timescales. In this sense, black holes are not just objects in space, but central forces around which the entire structure of galaxies is organized. The universe, it seems, is a place where the invisible governs the visible, where the unseen forces of gravity and space-time shape the cosmos in ways that we are only beginning to understand. As the black hole continues its journey through the galaxy, it will continue to shape its surroundings, drawing in matter, bending light, and altering the course of stars and galaxies. It will continue to exert its gravitational influence quietly and steadily as it moves through space. And yet, despite its power, the black hole will remain silent, invisible to most observers. Its existence, though profound, will go unnoticed by the majority of the universe as its effects ripple outward, leaving behind faint traces of its passage. In this sense, the black hole serves as a reminder of the quiet forces that shape the universe, forces that operate beyond our immediate perception, yet which are essential to the structure of everything we know. The black hole's journey is not just a movement through space. It is a reminder of the vastness of the cosmos, of the forces at work that shape the very fabric of the universe. The black hole, though a silent force, is a central part of the cosmic dance. It is both a creator and a destroyer, a force that shapes the universe without revealing its true nature. And though we may never fully understand it, we are reminded that the universe is full of mysteries, forces beyond our comprehension, and events that unfold in silence, unseen but deeply felt. The black hole, in its quiet way, tells us that there is always more to the universe than what we can see, more forces at work shaping the course of time and space than we can even imagine. And so it continues its journey, a silent force in the vast uncharted reaches of the cosmos. The black hole drifts silently through space, its influence extending outward, quietly altering the fabric of the universe. It exerts its immense gravitational pull on everything nearby, stretching the very space around it. The stars and planets, their movements long established by the vast forces of gravity, now find themselves subject to a new, overwhelming force. Their orbits shift, their paths bent, altered by the presence of the black hole, which continues its slow, steady journey across the galaxy. It is a quiet force, one that bends space and time but does not announce its presence. The black hole remains invisible to us, hidden from direct view, but its influence is felt across great distances, rippling outward undetectable except by the subtle ways it bends the light and shifts the stars. Despite its power, the black hole moves through the cosmos almost unnoticed. The space around it bends and warps, but only those with the means to observe such distortions can perceive its true nature. The light around the black hole is bent twisted by its immense gravity, but this distortion is so subtle that it can only be detected by the most sensitive instruments. The stars, once distant and secure in their orbits, are now caught in the black hole's grip, their paths altered in ways that can only be measured over eons. The black hole moves quietly, its power immense yet unseen, leaving behind a trail of change as it passes through the universe. What lies at the center of the black hole is a mystery that still eludes us. We know that at the core of a black hole exists a singularity, a point of infinite density where space-time itself collapses. But what happens within this singularity remains beyond our comprehension. The laws of physics as we understand them break down under the extreme conditions at the black hole's core. Some scientists believe that the matter inside a black hole is compressed into an infinitely small point, while others speculate that it might be reconfigured in ways we cannot yet imagine. We can only observe the effects of the black hole's gravity tracing the paths of the stars that are drawn to it, watching as light bends and warps around it. Yet the black hole itself remains a dark hidden place, a cosmic enigma. Even as the black hole continues its journey, its gravitational influence grows stronger. As it drifts through space, it continues to alter the orbits of the stars and planets that come too close. These changes are gradual, almost imperceptible at first, but over the course of billions of years they will reshape the entire galaxy. The black hole's gravity does not simply affect the space around it, it reshapes the entire galaxy, pulling at the stars, bending the paths of entire star systems. The gravitational waves it generates ripple outward, stretching and compressing space-time itself. And yet, even as these ripples travel across vast distances, they remain undetected by most. They move through the universe silent, stretching the fabric of space-time, leaving faint traces of the black hole's passing. The irony of the black hole's existence is that despite its immense power, it remains unseen. We know it exists only by the subtle ways it bends light, by the way it alters the motion of nearby stars, by the gravitational waves it generates. Yet the black hole itself is invisible to our eyes. It does not emit light, nor does it send out any signals that we can detect directly. We observe its presence only through the effects it has on the universe around it. It is as though the most powerful force in the cosmos exists in silence, hidden from direct view, shaping the galaxy in ways we cannot perceive, and so the black hole continues its silent journey. Its power remains hidden, its effects rippling outward through the universe. The stars and planets that are caught in its gravitational grip are unknowingly reshaped, their orbits, altered, their paths forever changed. The universe continues to expand, galaxies swirl and stars burn, but this invisible force, the black hole, remains a quiet, unseen agent of change. It is a force that moves through the cosmos, reshaping everything in its wake, yet it does so in a way that is almost imperceptible. The black hole may be the most powerful force in the universe, yet it is also the most elusive, remaining hidden from view, its presence felt only in the way it distorts space-time. In the grand scale of the universe, the black hole's journey is just one small part of the ongoing cosmic dance. It is an object of immense power, a force that shapes the structure of the galaxy, but its presence is just a blip in the vast eternal expanse of time. The stars will continue to burn, the galaxies will continue to spin, and the black hole will continue to move through the universe, shaping the cosmos in its wake. Its influence will continue to stretch across the universe, altering the paths of stars and galaxies, but its effects will be imperceptible to those who are not attuned to the subtle changes it causes. The black hole is both a creator and a destroyer, a force that shapes the universe without revealing itself. It is a reminder that the universe is full of unseen forces of things that we cannot perceive, but that shape the very fabric of reality. The black hole is a symbol of the vastness of the cosmos, of the forces that exist beyond our comprehension, and of the mysteries that remain hidden in the depths of space. It is both a source of wonder and a source of frustration as we struggle to understand its true nature. Yet despite its elusiveness, the black hole continues to shape the universe in profound ways, a quiet force that moves through space, bending the very fabric of existence itself. As the black hole continues its journey, we're reminded that the universe is full of mysteries, of forces that shape the cosmos in ways we can't always understand. The black hole moves through space in its own quiet way, shaping the galaxies and stars around it, yet remaining hidden from direct view. Its effects ripple outward, altering the paths of the stars and bending the very fabric of space-time, but it does so in a way that is barely perceptible to the human eye. The universe in its vastness is full of such forces unseen yet ever present. And in the silence of the black hole's journey, we are reminded that the universe is full of wonders that remain beyond our grasp, forces that shape the very fabric of reality yet remain hidden like the black hole itself in the quiet depths of space. The universe continues its silent motion, unaware of the intricate dance unfolding in its vast corners. The black hole, now a more established presence within the galaxy, moves through the stars with its powerful gravitational pull, reshaping the paths of everything within its reach. Though its influence is far-reaching, it remains a quiet force only detectable by the subtle ways it distorts the universe around it. Space-time itself is stretched and compressed as the black hole's gravity ripples outward. It exerts a profound effect on the stars and matter nearby, drawing them ever closer, altering their paths in ways that are imperceptible to the casual observer. Yet the black hole itself, with all its immense power, remains a mystery, an invisible force, whose true nature is still beyond our understanding. The gravitational influence of the black hole continues to spread across the galaxy, altering not just the orbits of the stars but the very structure of space itself. As it moves, it distorts the space-time continuum, creating ripples in the fabric of the universe that stretch across vast distances. These gravitational waves travel outward, carrying with them the energy of the black hole's presence. They move at the speed of light, their effects barely perceptible yet profound. These waves, though silent, provide us with a glimpse into the immense forces at work within the black hole forces that continue to shape the universe, even as they remain hidden from direct view. The black hole's effects are not limited to the stars and matter immediately in its vicinity. Its gravitational pull reaches across vast distances, affecting the entire galaxy and beyond. The galaxies, though distant, feel the tug of the black hole's presence, their emotions subtly influenced by its gravitational field. Over time, this subtle influence will cause the stars and galaxies to shift in ways that are imperceptible over short periods, but will become more apparent over the course of billions of years. The black hole is an unseen architect of cosmic evolution, shaping the galaxy in ways that are beyond our comprehension. At the heart of the black hole lies its singularity, a place where the laws of physics as we understand them no longer apply. It is an area of infinite density where space-time itself is bent and twisted. The exact nature of this singularity is still a mystery, with many scientists speculating about what lies beyond the event horizon. Some believe that the matter inside a black hole is compressed into an infinitely small point, while others think that it might be reconfigured into a new form of matter that we cannot yet understand. Whatever the true nature of the singularity, it remains hidden from our eyes, locked behind the event horizon, a boundary that marks the point of no return. Once anything crosses this threshold, it can never escape, not even light itself. Despite its hidden nature, the black hole exerts a profound influence on everything around it. Its gravity continues to stretch and warp the space-time fabric, creating distortions that ripple across the universe. These ripples are a direct result of the black hole's movement, its gravitational pull, bending and reshaping the universe around it. And yet, despite the immense power it wields, the black hole remains a silent force, unseen and imperceptible to most of the universe. The stars may feel its pull, the galaxies may shift in its wake, but the black hole itself remains an enigma, an invisible agent of change moving through the cosmos with quiet, unfathomable power. The presence of the black hole, though felt across vast distances, does not announce itself with dramatic fanfare. It is a subtle force operating silently behind the scenes, shaping the universe in ways that are barely perceptible. The effects of the black hole, though profound, are not immediately obvious. It is only through the careful observation of its effects, through the way it bends light, the way it alters the motion of the stars, and the faint traces of gravitational waves it generates, that we come to understand its true power. But even then, the black hole remains hidden from us, a force we can only observe indirectly. It is an object that defies our ability to truly comprehend it, a force that moves through the universe with quiet, unstoppable power. Even as the black hole continues its journey, its influence will continue to spread outward, affecting the galaxies and stars in its path. The gravitational waves it generates will continue to ripple across the cosmos, carrying the imprint of the black hole's presence. These waves will travel for billions of years, stretching the fabric of space-time, altering the paths of the stars, and reshaping the very structure of the universe. But through it all, the black hole remains a mystery, a force that cannot be fully understood, whose true nature is hidden from us by the very fabric of space-time. It is in some ways the most powerful and enigmatic object in the universe. And yet it remains silent. It does not speak, nor does it send out any signals that we can detect directly. We know it exists because we can observe its effects on the stars, on the space around it, and on the universe as a whole. The light that passes near it bends, the stars' paths are altered, and the gravitational waves it generates ripple outward. But the black hole itself remains unseen. A shadow in the vast expanse of the cosmos, its presence felt only in the way it shapes the universe. In this silence, the black hole speaks to us in its own way. It reminds us of the immense power that lies hidden in the universe, of the forces that shape the cosmos in ways we can barely comprehend. The black hole, though invisible and silent, is a central force in the universe, one that governs the motion of galaxies, shapes the orbits of stars, and bends the very fabric of space-time itself. It is a reminder that the universe is full of mysteries, forces that operate beyond our understanding, forces that we can only observe through their effects, never fully grasping their true nature. The black hole's journey is not just a movement through space. It is a journey through time, a journey that shapes the universe itself. Its influence, though subtle, is profound, and it serves as a reminder that there is so much more to the cosmos than we can see. The black hole's power, hidden behind the veil of its event horizon, shapes the universe in ways that remain beyond our full comprehension, and so it continues its slow, silent journey, a force that moves through space, bending time, altering the paths of the stars and shaping the course of cosmic history. As the black hole continues its journey, the surrounding space is shaped by its immense gravity, bending light and distorting the very fabric of the cosmos. Stars and other celestial bodies are drawn into its gravitational embrace, their orbits warped and their paths altered. The universe, though vast, begins to feel the subtle shift that the black hole brings. Though the stars seem unmoved in the vastness of space, they are not unaffected. Over time, the black hole's pull will continue to influence their paths, drawing them closer, pushing them into new trajectories, or even pulling them into the black hole itself, where they will be consumed and lost forever. It is an unrelenting process, one that continues in silence without fanfare, but which shapes the galaxy nonetheless. The vastness of the black hole's influence is not limited to its immediate vicinity. Its gravitational field stretches far beyond its immediate environment, altering the orbits of stars, bending the paths of light, and affecting the space-time continuum in ways we can barely begin to understand. The black hole moves through the galaxy, and its impact spreads outward, rippling through the very fabric of the universe. The stars that remain near it are pulled in and out of alignment, their motions becoming more erratic as the black hole's influence grows. This gradual process, though imperceptible in the short term, becomes more evident as the eons pass, with the black hole slowly reshaping the galaxy. In the quiet distance, the black hole's singularity remains a place of mystery. What lies at the center of a black hole remains beyond our comprehension. Some scientists theorize that it is a point of infinite density, where the laws of physics break down entirely, where the fabric of space-time collapses in on itself. Others suggest that it could be a portal to another universe, or even a place where the very structure of time is undone. But for now, the singularity is locked away behind the event horizon, its secrets hidden from view. The black hole itself becomes both a creator and a destroyer, a force of immense power that is both unseen and incomprehensible, its effects rippling across the cosmos as it moves through space, silently altering the very structure of the universe. Despite its profound effect on the universe, the black hole remains an elusive force. It does not reveal itself directly. We can observe the effects of its gravity. We can measure the ripples it creates in space-time through gravitational waves, but the black hole itself remains hidden. Its presence is felt but not seen. The very nature of the black hole makes it difficult to observe. It does not emit light or energy that can be detected directly. Its presence is only known through its influence on the surrounding space, through the way it bends. Light alters orbits and creates gravitational waves that propagate outward across vast distances. Yet even with the most sensitive instruments, the full nature of the black hole remains hidden from us, shrouded in mystery. The gravitational waves that emanate from the black hole are a key clue to understanding its existence. These waves, which are ripples in space-time itself, travel across the universe, carrying with them the imprint of the black hole's presence. Gravitational wave detectors such as LIGO and Virgo have made it possible to detect these faint ripples, allowing us to observe distant cosmic events, like the merger of two black holes. These waves, though incredibly faint, provide us with a glimpse into the workings of the universe, a way of hearing the silent echoes of the black hole's power. They allow us to observe the unseen, to track the movement of forces that shape the cosmos, and to study the mysteries of the black hole without ever directly observing it. Even with the advancements in technology that allow us to detect these subtle waves, much remains unknown about the black hole's true nature. The singularity at the center of the black hole remains a deep mystery, with theories and speculations offering only glimpses into its possible form. What happens within the event horizon? What happens to the matter that falls into the black hole? Does it simply cease to exist, or is it reformed in some way that we cannot yet comprehend? These questions remain unanswered, and perhaps they always will be. The black hole serves as a reminder of how little we truly understand about the universe, about the forces that shape reality, and about the mysteries that remain hidden in the depths of space. The black hole's journey through the galaxy continues, its gravitational influence slowly spreading outward. The stars and galaxies in its path are caught in its web, their paths altered, their fates sealed by the immense gravity that shapes them. The black hole moves on an unseen force that continues to shape the universe, its presence felt but not directly perceived. Its influence continues to ripple outward, bending the very fabric of space-time itself, distorting light, altering orbits, and leaving behind faint traces of its passing. It is a force of nature, one that moves silently, relentlessly, and without interruption, shaping the universe in ways that we are only beginning to understand. Despite its hidden nature, the black hole continues to be one of the most important forces in the universe. It shapes the structure of galaxies, influences the movement of stars, and alters the very nature of space-time itself. And yet, despite all of this, it remains largely invisible to our senses. We cannot see it, nor can we fully comprehend the full extent of its power. It is a reminder that the universe is full of forces that are beyond our understanding, forces that operate silently, shaping the cosmos in ways we cannot always perceive. The black hole is an embodiment of the mysteries that remain in the universe, forces that we can observe only through their effects, yet whose true nature remains beyond our reach. In time, as the black hole continues its silent journey, its influence will continue to stretch across the cosmos. The universe, in its quiet and unchanging motion, will be shaped by its presence. The stars will continue to burn, the galaxies will continue to spin, and the black hole will continue to bend space and time. It is a force that remains hidden, moving through the universe, altering the very nature of reality. It is a reminder that though we may never fully understand the forces that shape the cosmos, they are always at work, quietly influencing everything around us. The black hole, though invisible to our eyes, continues to shape the universe with a quiet, invisible hand. Its gravitational pull reaches far beyond its immediate vicinity, affecting the motion of stars and galaxies, altering the structure of the cosmos. Its influence spreads outward, distorting space-time itself, creating a ripple that stretches across the universe. The stars nearby, once steady in their orbits, are now drawn into the black hole's gravitational grip. Their paths are no longer as predictable as they once were. They are pulled bent and twisted by the immense forces at play. Over time, this subtle distortion of the universe will become more apparent, and the true extent of the black hole's power will be fully realized. Yet for now it remains a quiet presence shaping the universe from behind the scenes, its power felt but unseen. The mystery of the black hole's inner workings is a question that continues to elude scientists. At its heart lies the singularity, a point of infinite density where space and time break down. Here the laws of physics as we know them no longer apply. Matter and energy become compressed into an infinitesimally small point, a place where gravity is so powerful that even light cannot escape. But what happens beyond the event horizon, the point of no return, remains a deep mystery. Some scientists speculate that the matter inside the black hole could be reconfigured into a new form of matter, while others suggest that it may simply be lost forever, swallowed by the immense gravity. The singularity itself remains beyond our reach, hidden from view, its secrets locked away in the deepest part of the black hole. Even as the black hole continues its journey, its gravitational influence spreads farther across the galaxy. The space around it continues to bend, and the light that passes near it is stretched and warped, creating a phenomenon known as gravitational lensing. This effect allows us to observe the black hole's presence indirectly, as the light from distant stars and galaxies is distorted by the black hole's powerful gravity. The black hole's influence on the space around it is so great that it distorts the very fabric of space-time, bending light and causing it to follow curved paths. It is as if the universe itself is being reshaped by the presence of this unseen force, with the black hole acting as the architect of cosmic change. Though its presence is felt across the universe, the black hole itself remains hidden, a shadow in the vast expanse of space. We know it exists because of the effects it has on the objects around it, but we can never directly observe the black hole itself. The event horizon marks the point beyond which no information can escape, not even light. The black hole is a silent force, one that cannot be seen or touched, but whose presence is felt in the way it bends. Light alters the motion of stars and creates ripples in space-time. The fact that the most powerful force in the universe is also the most elusive serves as a reminder of how little we truly understand about the forces that shape the cosmos. The black hole's journey is not just a movement through space. It is a journey through time as well. As it moves, it continues to reshape the galaxy, pulling at the stars and planets, altering their orbits and trajectories. The black hole's gravity continues to influence the space around it, warping the very fabric of the universe. Over time, its effect on the galaxy will become more pronounced. Stars will continue to be drawn into its orbit, some pulled in completely, others flung outward by the immense gravity. The black hole's gravitational waves continue to ripple across space, stretching the fabric of the universe and carrying the imprint of its passing across vast distances. These waves are subtle, their effects barely detectable, but they serve as a reminder that the black hole is always at work, shaping the universe in ways that we cannot fully understand. The irony of the black hole is that despite its immense power, it remains hidden from us. It is a force that shapes the very structure of the universe, bending light and warping space, yet it cannot be seen directly. We can only observe its effects, tracing the subtle changes it causes in the objects around it. The black hole's gravitational influence is so great that it can alter the paths of entire galaxies, yet it does so without revealing itself. It is a silent, unseen force moving through space, shaping the universe, and yet remaining completely invisible. The black hole reminds us that there is so much more to the universe than what we can see, that the most powerful forces in the cosmos are often the ones that remain hidden from view. As the black hole continues its silent journey, its gravitational influence stretches further, reaching across the galaxy and beyond. The stars and galaxies in its path are shaped by its immense gravity, their movements altered in ways that are imperceptible over short periods but become apparent over time. The universe, though vast, is slowly being reshaped by the presence of this invisible force. The black hole moves quietly, its power subtle but profound, shaping the galaxy in ways that we cannot fully comprehend. It is a reminder that the universe is full of hidden forces, forces that operate beyond our understanding, forces that shape the cosmos in ways that we can only observe through their effects. The black hole continues its journey, a force that shapes the universe without revealing itself. Its power is felt across vast distances, and yet it remains a silent force, its presence hidden from direct view. The universe, though full of movement and change, is shaped by forces that often go unnoticed, forces that operate quietly without fanfare but whose effects are profound. The black hole, though unseen, is an architect of cosmic change, moving through the galaxy, altering the paths of stars and galaxies, and bending the fabric of space-time itself. It is a reminder of the vast mysteries that remain in the universe, forces that shape the cosmos in ways that we can only begin to understand. As the black hole drifts silently through the galaxy, its presence continues to ripple through the universe, subtly influencing the cosmos with each passing moment. Though unseen, it is a force of immense power, bending the very fabric of space-time itself. The stars and planets in its vicinity are caught in its gravitational pull. Their orbits altered, their paths redirected in ways that will take eons to fully unfold. The black hole's gravity extends far beyond its immediate location, shaping the space around it, pulling at distant objects and altering the structure of the galaxy itself. This cosmic dance, though invisible, is profound as it quietly reshapes the universe in its wake. The black hole's journey through space is not just a movement through distance, but a movement through time. Time itself behaves differently in the presence of such immense gravity. The closer an object gets to the black hole, the more time slows down for it. This phenomenon, known as time dilation, is a direct consequence of the black hole's powerful gravitational field. As time stretches near the event horizon, the boundary beyond which nothing can escape the universe outside appears to speed up, further emphasizing the vast difference in the passage of time in these regions. Time itself becomes distorted, warped by the black hole's presence, a reminder that in the deepest corners of space, the rules we take for granted on Earth no longer apply. Despite the black hole's immense power, it remains a mystery to us, hidden behind the veil of the event horizon. We can observe its influence on the stars and the space around it, but the core of the black hole, where its true nature lies, is beyond our reach. What happens to matter once it crosses the event horizon? Does it simply disappear, or is it transformed into something else entirely? And what of time itself? How does it behave in such extreme conditions? These questions remain unanswered, and perhaps will always remain so as the black hole guards its secrets from our understanding. Yet despite this unknowability, the black hole's influence continues to spread outward. Its gravity bends the space around it, pulling stars and planets into its orbit, altering their motions and reshaping the fabric of the universe. The distant galaxies that feel its pull are drawn ever closer, their orbits subtly affected by this unseen force. Over billions of years, this quiet reshaping of the cosmos will have far-reaching consequences as the black hole continues to influence the structure of the galaxy and beyond. What appears to be a calm, steady journey through space is in fact a slow and deliberate transformation of the universe itself, a reminder that change occurs on timescales far beyond our comprehension. The black hole, though, it is a cosmic giant, operates in silence. There is no sound as it moves through space, no fanfare as it alters the paths of the stars and the structure of the galaxy. Its effects are subtle, imperceptible to the human eye, but profound. The light around the black hole bends and warps, distorting our view of the universe. Stars are drawn into its gravitational embrace, pulled closer to the event horizon, where they will be consumed. The very fabric of space-time is stretched and compressed, creating a subtle but constant ripple that travels outward, distorting everything in its path. Yet despite all of this, the black hole remains an unseen force, a silent agent of change in the vast uncharted depths of the cosmos. The irony of the black hole is that despite its immense power, we are unable to directly observe it. It is a force that shapes the very nature of space and time, yet it is invisible to our senses. We can only observe the indirect effects of its presence, the bending of light, the warping of space-time, the subtle shifts in the orbits of stars and planets. It is a force that operates in the background, shaping the universe without revealing itself. We are left to study the consequences of its existence, to infer its presence from the subtle disturbances it causes, but we can never truly see it. This invisibility is both frustrating and awe-inspiring, as it serves as a reminder of how much there is yet to discover in the universe, how much remains hidden just beyond our understanding. As the black hole moves through the galaxy, its gravitational influence continues to affect the objects around it. The stars that were once secure in their orbits are now caught in the black hole's gravitational grip, their paths bent, their motions altered. Over time, this subtle influence will accumulate, and the black hole's effect on the galaxy will become more pronounced. The stars will continue to move, the planets will continue to orbit, but the black hole will remain a constant force, silently shaping the universe in its wake. And yet, despite its influence, the black hole will remain unseen, a silent force moving through the cosmos, its presence felt but never truly observed. The black hole is both a creator and a destroyer. It is a force that shapes the universe, bending space-time and altering the paths of stars and galaxies, but it also consumes, pulling everything into its singularity. Once an object crosses the event horizon, it is lost forever, unable to escape the black hole's powerful gravity. This process of consumption is quiet, subtle, and relentless. The black hole draws in matter, converting it into energy, reshaping the universe in ways that are both destructive and creative. It is a reminder that the universe is full of forces that are both beautiful and terrifying forces that shape the cosmos without ever revealing their true nature. Yet despite its ability to consume, the black hole is also a source of creation. As it consumes matter, it releases vast amounts of energy in the form of gravitational waves which ripple outward across the universe. These waves carry with them information about the black hole's internal processes, allowing us to observe the hidden workings of the cosmos in ways that would otherwise be impossible. Through these waves, we can learn about the behavior of space-time, the properties of black holes, and the fundamental forces that govern the universe. The black hole, though it is a destroyer, is also a source of information, a key to unlocking the mysteries of the cosmos. The universe, it seems, is full of paradoxes, forces that both create and destroy, that are both visible and invisible, that are both beautiful and terrifying. The black hole embodies these paradoxes in its very existence. It is a force of immense power, yet it remains hidden, a silent giant moving through the universe, shaping the cosmos in ways that are beyond our comprehension. It is a reminder that though we may never fully understand the forces that shape the universe, we're always part of a much larger story, one that is full of mysteries and wonders waiting to be discovered. As the black hole moves deeper into the heart of the galaxy, its presence continues to resonate subtly, shaping everything in its vicinity. The gravitational forces it exerts, though, invisible, ripple through the very fabric of space-time, altering the paths of stars, planets, and even entire galaxies. The stars that surround the black hole, once free to move in their own orbits, now find themselves drawn into the gravitational web of this silent giant. Their orbits become more erratic, more unpredictable as the black hole's influence grows stronger. Some stars are pulled closer, others are flung outward, but all are caught in the invisible force that governs this part of the cosmos. Their movements become more entangled, more complex, as the black hole's pull continues to distort the very structure of the galaxy. Yet even as it reshapes the galaxy, the black hole remains hidden from direct view. It does not emit light or energy that we can observe. Instead, it influences the space around it in subtle and profound ways. The light from stars that pass too close is bent, creating gravitational lensing, a phenomenon where the light from distant objects is warped by the black hole's gravity. This bending of light provides us with a glimpse of the black hole's presence, though it remains an elusive shadow in the cosmic distance. We can observe the effects of its gravity, but the black hole itself remains hidden, its core concealed behind the event horizon, a boundary beyond which no information can escape. The black hole's ability to warp space-time itself is another aspect of its incredible power. Space-time, the very fabric of the universe, is not a static backdrop against which events unfold. It is malleable, responsive to the presence of massive objects like black holes. As the black hole moves through space, it causes space-time to curve, pulling on the fabric of the universe itself. This bending of space-time creates distortions that ripple outward, stretching the very structure of the cosmos. These ripples are known as gravitational waves, and they carry with them the imprint of the black hole's movement. Though these waves are faint and difficult to detect, they provide us with valuable insight into the workings of the black hole and the universe itself. They allow us to listen to the echoes of cosmic events, to observe the hidden forces at work in the universe, even as they remain largely beyond our comprehension. The singularity, the heart of the black hole, remains a profound mystery. It is the point where the known laws of physics break down, where gravity becomes so intense that space and time themselves cease to behave as we expect. The singularity is a place of infinite density, where matter and energy collapse into a single, infinitely small point. This extreme state of matter is beyond our ability to fully understand. What happens inside the event horizon within the black hole itself remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of modern science. Some scientists speculate that the singularity may be a gateway to other dimensions. Others propose that it may represent a state of pure energy, a form of matter that we cannot yet conceive. But for now, the singularity remains locked away, its secrets hidden behind the black hole's event horizon, a place where time and space break down in ways we are only beginning to understand. The black hole's presence, though hidden, is undeniable. It continues to influence the universe in ways that are subtle yet profound. The stars that are caught in its gravitational web are not the only objects affected by the black hole. Entire galaxies can be influenced by the presence of a black hole at their center. The black hole acts as a gravitational anchor, shaping the structure of the galaxy itself. It influences the motion of stars, the behavior of gas clouds, and the overall distribution of matter within the galaxy. The black hole is not just an isolated object, it is a key component in the larger structure of the universe, playing a vital role in the dynamics of galaxies and cosmic evolution. And yet, for all its power, the black hole remains an enigma. We can observe its effects on the stars, we can measure the gravitational waves it generates, but the black hole itself remains hidden from our direct observation. We can infer its existence from the way it bends light and distorts space, but we can never truly see it. This invisibility, this elusive nature, only adds to the mystery of the black hole. It is a force that shapes the universe in profound ways, yet remains hidden a shadow in the vast expanse of space. The very fact that the most powerful force in the universe is also the most elusive serves as a reminder of how much we still have to learn about the cosmos, how much remains beyond our reach, and how much there is yet to discover in the hidden corners of the universe. The black hole continues its journey through the galaxy, its gravitational pull shaping everything in its path. The stars and galaxies that are caught in its wake are drawn into its influence, their paths altered, their fate sealed by the black hole's power. The universe continues to move forward, but the presence of the black hole marks a shift in the cosmic landscape, one that will continue to unfold over billions of years. The black hole is both a destroyer and a creator, pulling matter into itself, reshaping the galaxy, and leaving behind a trail of subtle disturbances that ripple through space-time. It is a reminder that the universe is constantly changing, constantly evolving, and that the forces at work in the cosmos are far beyond our ability to fully comprehend. In time, the black hole will continue to grow, drawing more matter into its gravitational well, reshaping the structure of the galaxy, and continuing to influence the universe around it. Its gravitational waves will continue to ripple through space, carrying with them the imprint of the black hole's movements. The stars will continue to move, the galaxies will continue to spin, and the black hole will remain a constant presence, its influence felt across the cosmos. And though we may never fully understand the true nature of the black hole, we will continue to study its effects, continue to listen for the faint whispers of gravitational waves that carry its story across the universe. The black hole, despite its secrecy, continues to speak to us in the quietest of ways, shaping the universe, bending light, altering the paths of stars, and reminding us that there is always more to discover in the silent, vast cosmos. The black hole continues to drift through the galaxy, a silent force moving through the vast emptiness of space, its influence spreading ever outward. It draws matter in from all directions, its gravitational pull altering the orbits of nearby stars and planets. Over time, the black hole's effect on the surrounding space grows more pronounced as its influence extends across ever greater distances. The stars caught within its grip are moved, their trajectories altered, their fates sealed by the immense gravity that governs the black hole's domain. The galaxy itself, once a stable structure of stars, gas and dust, is slowly shaped by this invisible force, its shape subtly warped as the black hole continues its quiet journey through space. Though the black hole's presence is felt, it remains elusive. We cannot see the black hole itself. Its powerful gravity distorts the light around it, but no direct observation of the black hole is possible. Instead, we know of its existence by observing the way it affects its surroundings. The stars, gas clouds, and other objects caught in its gravitational field are drawn toward it, some pulled in entirely while others are flung outward. This movement, this subtle shift in the positions of celestial bodies, provides us with the only clues we have as to the black hole's location and influence. And yet, even with all of our tools and technology, the black hole remains hidden from our direct observation. It is a force that operates in silence, unseen by our eyes, yet shaping the universe in ways that we are only beginning to understand. The black hole, in its quiet journey through the cosmos, continues to distort the very fabric of space-time. The immense gravity it generates causes space itself to warp, stretching and compressing the fabric of the universe. As the black hole moves, the space around it bends, creating subtle distortions that ripple outward. These gravitational waves, like faint echoes, travel across the universe, carrying the imprint of the black hole's movement. While these waves are imperceptible to our senses, they provide us with invaluable information about the black hole's behavior and the forces at work in the universe. By studying the way these waves propagate, scientists are able to gain insight into the nature of space-time gravity and the black hole itself. The singularity at the heart of the black hole remains a profound mystery. It is a point where the laws of physics as we understand them break down, a place where gravity becomes so intense that time and space lose their familiar properties. What happens inside the event horizon, the boundary beyond which nothing can escape, is unknown. Some scientists believe that the matter inside the black hole is compressed into a singularity, a point of infinite density. Others suggest that the black hole could be a gateway to another dimension, a bridge between different parts of the universe, or even to different universes altogether. For now, however, the true nature of the singularity remains beyond our reach, its secrets locked away behind the event horizon, waiting for a future breakthrough in science to unlock them. Despite the mystery surrounding the black hole's inner workings, its external effects are clear. The black hole's gravity influences the stars, planets, and even entire galaxies that come within its reach. Its gravitational pull can bend the paths of stars, alter the orbits of planets, and reshape the structure of entire galaxies. Over time, the black hole will continue to reshape the universe around it, its influence spreading outward, altering the motion of stars, gas clouds, and even light itself. The universe, in its vast complexity, is a dynamic, ever-changing place, shaped by forces both visible and invisible, both understood and unknown. The black hole is just one of these forces, an unseen agent of change that shapes the cosmos in profound ways, and yet despite its power, the black hole remains a mystery. We can observe its effects on the stars and galaxies around it, but we cannot directly observe the black hole itself. It is a force that shapes the universe without revealing its true nature, a silent architect of cosmic change. We know it exists because we can see the way it influences its surroundings, the bending of light, the shifting of orbits, the rippling of space-time. But the black hole itself remains hidden, an enigma that continues to confound and fascinate scientists. It is both a creator and a destroyer, a force that shapes the universe in ways we cannot fully comprehend. As the black hole continues its journey through the galaxy, its influence will continue to spread. The stars that remain near it will continue to be drawn into its gravitational field, their paths altered, their fates forever changed. The galaxies that lie in its path will be subtly reshaped by its presence, their orbits and structures bent and warped by the immense gravity. The black hole will continue to bend space-time, creating gravitational waves that ripple across the universe, carrying with them the imprint of its movements. Though we cannot see it directly, we know that the black hole is shaping the universe, one small distortion at a time. The black hole serves as a reminder that the universe is not a static place. It is a dynamic, ever-changing entity full of forces that operate far beyond our ability to fully understand. The black hole, with its immense gravity and mysterious inner workings, is just one of these forces. It moves silently through the cosmos, shaping the galaxies and stars around it, bending space and time and reminding us of the vast mysterious forces that govern the universe. Though we may never fully comprehend the true nature of the black hole, we continue to study it, to listen for the subtle ripples in space-time that carry the echoes of its existence. In doing so, we are reminded of the wonder and mystery that lies just beyond our reach, and of the vastness of the cosmos that continues to shape our understanding of the universe. As the black hole moves further through the galaxy, its silent presence continues to resonate across the vast expanse of space. Its gravitational influence stretches out far beyond its immediate vicinity, altering the motion of stars and galaxies, bending light and distorting the very fabric of space-time itself. The stars that once occupied the peaceful orbits of their respective galaxies now find themselves caught in the invisible grasp of the black hole's immense pull. With each passing moment, their paths become more chaotic, more unpredictable. Some stars are drawn toward the black hole, spiraling ever closer to its event horizon, while others are thrown outward, their trajectories changed irreversibly. The galaxy itself, which once seemed stable and predictable, is now slowly being reshaped, its structure altered by the unseen powerful force that is the black hole. Though the black hole continues its journey across the cosmos, its presence remains concealed. It does not emit light, and it does not send out any signals that we can detect directly. Its existence is only known through its effects on the space around it. The light from distant stars is bent as it passes near the black hole, and the stars themselves are drawn into its gravitational field. This distortion of light and space is the only evidence we have of the black hole's presence. It is as if the black hole moves through the universe as a silent phantom shaping the galaxy with its immense gravity, but leaving no direct trace of itself behind. It is an invisible force felt but unseen, shaping the universe without revealing its true nature. As the black hole continues to exert its gravitational pull, the space around it becomes increasingly warped. The light from distant stars, once clear and direct, is now twisted and stretched as it passes near the black hole, creating a phenomenon known as gravitational lensing. This bending of light allows us to observe the black hole indirectly, as the light from distant galaxies is altered by the black hole's immense gravity. Through this subtle distortion of light, we gain a glimpse into the black hole's presence, but it is still impossible to observe the black hole itself. The event horizon, the boundary beyond which nothing can escape, remains a wall between us and the black hole's true nature, a barrier that prevents any information from escaping. The black hole's singularity, the point at the center where gravity becomes infinitely strong and space-time breaks down, remains an unsolved mystery. What happens at this singularity is unknown, and no theory can fully explain it. The laws of physics that govern the universe as we know them cease to function in the extreme conditions at the center of the black hole. Some scientists speculate that the singularity could be a gateway to another dimension, while others propose that it could represent a state of matter so dense and compressed that it cannot be fully understood. But for now, the singularity remains hidden, locked away behind the event horizon, its mysteries sealed from human understanding. Even as the black hole continues to reshape the galaxy, its gravitational influence extends far beyond the stars in its immediate vicinity. The surrounding space-time is stretched and compressed by the black hole's immense gravity, creating ripples that propagate through the universe. These ripples, known as gravitational waves, carry with them the imprint of the black hole's movements, allowing us to observe its effect from great distances. Though these waves are faint, they provide a powerful tool for studying the black hole and the forces at play within it. Through the detection of these gravitational waves, we're able to gain insight into the nature of the black hole and the way it interacts with the fabric of space-time. The detection of gravitational waves has allowed scientists to study the black hole in ways that were previously impossible. By measuring the faint distortions in space-time caused by the collision of black holes, scientists can infer information about their size, mass, and the energy released during their merger. This breakthrough in our understanding of black holes has opened up new avenues of research, allowing us to study these invisible giants without ever directly observing them. It is a reminder that even in the vast and silent expanse of space, there are ways to uncover the hidden mysteries of the universe. As the black hole continues its quiet journey through the galaxy, its gravitational influence continues to affect everything in its path. The stars, the planets, and the galaxies that surround it are all shaped by its pull. Some stars will be pulled into the black hole, lost forever to its singularity. Others will be flung outward, their orbits changed forever. The very structure of the galaxy is slowly being altered, reshaped by the gravitational forces of the black hole. Yet despite this, the black hole remains silent. It does not announce its presence with explosions or flashes of light. It does not reveal itself through dramatic events. Instead, it operates quietly, bending space-time and reshaping the cosmos without ever revealing its true form. The black hole's power is not just in its ability to consume, but in its ability to shape the universe. Its gravity warps the very fabric of space-time, creating distortions that affect everything in its vicinity. It is a force that moves silently without fanfare, yet it shapes the course of the universe, in ways that are both subtle and profound. The stars that are pulled into its orbit, the light that is bent around it, and the space-time that is distorted by its presence are all evidence of the black hole's immense power. And yet, despite all this, it remains hidden, a shadow in the universe shaping the cosmos without ever revealing itself. The black hole serves as a reminder of the vast mysteries that still exist in the universe. It is a force of unimaginable power, yet it remains hidden from view, a force that operates silently, shaping the cosmos in ways that we can only observe through the subtle effects it causes. It is a reminder that the universe is full of forces that are both invisible and incomprehensible, forces that shape the very nature of reality itself. The black hole, in its quiet and invisible way, is one of these forces. It is a reminder that even in the vastness of space there is still so much we do not understand, forces that remain beyond our comprehension, waiting to be discovered. As the black hole continues its silent journey, it leaves behind a trail of subtle, undetectable ripples in the fabric of space-time, shaping the universe with its gravity. The galaxy, once a peaceful arrangement of stars, gas clouds and planets, now finds itself caught in the black hole's invisible web. The stars are pulled into its grasp, their orbits shifting, their fate sealed by the immense force that governs this quiet titan. The black hole's presence is felt across vast distances, stretching its influence across the very fabric of the cosmos, yet it remains hidden, silent, its power felt only in the distortions it causes in the space around it. The universe moves on, but the black hole, ever patient, continues to shape the cosmos unnoticed, by most a reminder of the vast forces at work beneath the surface of reality. Though it exerts an immense gravitational force, the black hole remains a mystery locked away behind the event horizon. It does not reveal itself directly. We cannot see it, feel it, or touch it. It exists only through the effects it has on the surrounding space, through the way it bends. Light alters the orbits of stars and distorts space-time itself. The black hole is a silent force shaping the universe in profound ways, but always out of view. The singularity at the heart of the black hole is a point of infinite density, where the laws of physics as we understand them cease to apply. The exact nature of this singularity remains unknown. Does it represent a fundamental breakdown in our understanding of the universe? Or is it the key to unlocking new realms of physics we may never know? What we do know is that the black hole is a place where space-time is twisted, stretched, and compressed, a place where our understanding of reality itself begins to unravel. The event horizon, that boundary beyond which nothing can escape, is the last line of defense between us and the black hole's deepest mysteries. Once an object crosses this threshold, it is drawn inexorably toward the singularity. Time itself behaves differently near the event horizon. To an outside observer, time appears to slow as the object approaches the black hole, stretching out in an ever-slowing dance as it nears the point of no return. For the object itself, however, time passes normally. This distortion of time, caused by the black hole's immense gravity, serves as a reminder of the strange and complex nature of the cosmos. The universe, it seems, operates on a level far beyond our everyday experience, governed by forces that we can observe only through their indirect effects. Yet even as the black hole's power shapes the universe, it also serves as a mirror to the unseen forces that govern our reality. The universe is a place of incredible complexity, full of forces that we cannot always perceive, yet which shape every aspect of our existence. Gravity, the force that governs the motion of planets, stars, and galaxies, is invisible, yet it holds the universe together. Light, the very thing we use to observe the universe, is bent and distorted by the black hole's gravity, reminding us that there are limits to what we can see and understand. The black hole, in its silent, invisible power, is a symbol of the vast mysteries that still lie beyond our reach. The gravitational waves that emanate from the black hole carry with them the signature of the cosmic events that shape the universe. These waves, though faint, are a testament to the power of the black hole as they travel across vast distances, stretching and compressing the fabric of space-time. Though they are undetectable to the human senses, these waves offer a glimpse into the inner workings of the universe, allowing us to observe the hidden forces at play in the cosmos. The detection of these waves has provided scientists with new insights into the nature of black holes, offering clues about their size, mass, and energy. By studying the way these waves propagate, we can infer the properties of the black hole and gain a deeper understanding of the forces at work in the universe. The black hole's influence extends beyond the stars and planets that are drawn into its grasp. The very structure of space-time is altered as it moves, creating ripples that travel outward through the universe. These ripples, though faint, carry the memory of the black hole's existence, stretching across the cosmos, altering the space around them. The universe, it seems, is not a static place, but a dynamic, ever-changing system shaped by invisible forces. The black hole is one such force, its gravitational pull shaping the very fabric of reality, warping the space around it and leaving behind traces of its passage. It is a reminder that the universe is in constant motion, constantly evolving, and that there are forces at work that we can barely comprehend. And yet, despite all the changes it brings, the black hole remains hidden, a force whose true nature is beyond our reach. It is a reminder that the universe is full of mysteries, forces that operate beyond our understanding, shaping the cosmos in ways that we can only observe through their effects. The black hole, though it consumes matter and energy, also serves as a wellspring of creation. As it pulls in gas and dust, it releases energy in the form of gravitational waves which travel across the universe, carrying information about the black hole and the processes that occur within it. This dual nature of the black hole as both a destroyer and a creator serves as a reminder that even in the darkest corners of the universe there is potential for change, for transformation, and for growth. The universe, though vast, is full of forces that shape its very fabric. The black hole, with its immense gravity, is one such force. It moves through the cosmos, reshaping the galaxy, altering the orbits of stars and bending space-time itself. It is both a destroyer and a creator, a force of immense power that shapes the universe in ways we can barely understand. Yet despite its profound effect on the cosmos, the black hole remains a mystery hidden behind the veil of the event horizon, its true nature concealed from our view. In the silence of its presence, we're reminded that the universe is full of forces that we cannot fully comprehend, forces that shape everything we see and everything we're operating silently and invisibly in the background of reality. As the black hole continues its journey, it will continue to reshape the universe, its gravitational pull, altering the paths of stars, galaxies, and the very fabric of space-time. The universe, though vast and mysterious, is in constant motion, constantly shaped by the forces that govern it. The black hole, in its quiet, unseen power, serves as a reminder of the vastness of the cosmos and the mysteries that remain just beyond our reach. It is a force that continues to shape the universe, leaving behind faint traces of its passage and reminding us that the universe is full of unseen forces, each one working silently to shape the world we know.